Shalom, shalom. We're back once again, giving honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash, giving double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who taught us this truth. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We're out here to prophesy to you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Let you know we are the Israelites of the Holy Bible. According to archaeology, history, and biblical prophecy. You read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15 and on down, it speaks about cursed shall not be in the city, cursed shall not be in the field. Deuteronomy 28 and 54 says your eye will be evil towards your brother, towards your mother, towards your neighbor. There is no other nation under the whole heaven that despises their own people, that do not want to hear the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. We give double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, because we learn this truth from them. You so-called black, Hispanic, Native Americans. This is the book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 29. For so much then as we are the offspring of God, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold, or silver, or stone, graven by art and man's device. So our people are ignorant willingly, because they're stuck in these churches that teach you contrary unto the Holy Bible. Now is the time of refreshing for you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Because according to the book of Revelation, verse 13 and verse 16, the mark of the beast will soon be implemented throughout the whole earth, which is called the hour of temptation in the Holy Bible. The devil that the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man, the children of Esau, they know they have but a short time to establish a new agenda, which will not come to pass. Because when the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, gets implemented, you will have martial law enacted. World War III will soon come after that. You will have FEMA camps, Coast Guard troops covering the streets. These are the things coming upon America, Babylon the Great, as prophesied in the book of Revelation. These are the things that John the Revelator spoke of, and in these times, they are coming to pass in America, Babylon the Great. Acts 17 and 30. So we're prophesying salvation unto our people that are above all people of the nations of the earth, the Israelites, the children of Yahshua, of the 12 tribes of the sons of Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Yahshua means he is a prince of God, prince of the power. You have Judah, the so-called African Americans, Benjamin, the West Indians, Levi, so-called Haitians, Simeon, so-called Dominicans, Zebulon, the tribe of Zebulon, from Guatemala to Panama, the tribe of Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, tribe of Manasseh, which are called the so-called Cubans, the tribe of Gad, which are the North American Indians, the tribe of Reuben, which are the Seminole Indians, tribe of Naphtali, from Argentina to Chile, the tribe of Asher, Colombia to Uruguay, and the tribe of Issachar, which are the so-called Mexicans. We are the Israelites of the Holy Bible, so we're prophesying salvation unto the elect of the nation of Israel. You other nations have no part in this thing. The only thing that's coming is a goddamn missile upon your head, which is the ICBM missiles coming upon America, Babylon the Great. You don't get a goddamn thing but judgment. That is what we're out here to prophesy to you other nations. 2/3 of our people that are nothing but cowards, idiots. They don't understand a goddamn thing. Why? Because they do not want to hear the words of the Most High God. So they won't be judged by the nuclear fire coming upon America, Babylon the Great. Thus said the Holy Bible. and we're being a burden onto America, Babylon the Great by the words of the prophecies in this book. Why? Because there's a judgment written that will come to pass. The Most High God has set up prophets in America, Babylon the Great in these last days. Because whether you like it, believe it or not, we are in the last days. These prophecies are coming to pass before your very eyes. You have great famine coming upon America, Babylon the Great. The book of 2nd Ezra says that one house will invade another. So you fucked up, so-called white man, and you other nations. Why? Because the Most High God has a judgment written for your goddamn thongs. Thus saith the Holy Bible. So we're calling back the remnant of you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Calling back those that believe in the words of this book by his servants the prophets that the Most High God, Yahweh, has raised up in America, Babylon the Great. We're prophesying in the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who you call Jesus Christ in ignorance, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So we're prophesying salvation only unto the nation of Israel. Thus saith the Holy Bible. This is not our opinion. This is not what we think. This has nothing to do with how we feel. We're giving you the words of the Holy Bible as they are written, and prophesying, giving you the true understanding that has been revealed, that has been hidden for over 2,000 years. Acts 17 and 30. And the times of their ignorance, God winked at. So you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans have been given plenty of time, plenty of grace. You've been kept alive this long. You've been able to have children. You've been able to see your kids grow up. The Most High God has fed you and clothed you, and you're nothing but an ungrateful piece of shit. And our elders have failed us. Why? Because they're nothing but cowards. You so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Acts 17 and 30. And the times of their ignorance, God winked at, but now commanded all men everywhere to repent. The Most High God has called the nation of Israel to repent right before destruction comes upon America, Babylon the Great. The RFID chip, which is spoken of in Revelation chapter 13, the mark of the beast. This is not a philosophy. This has nothing to do with religion. This is an RFID microchip that they will put in your head and your forehead, which will condemn you to the lake of fire, which is America, Babylon the Great, being burnt up by the ICBM missiles. Those that believe in the words of the Holy Bible as they are written, for the Israelites, salvation will come for his elect. The Most High God will send the Son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who you call Jesus Christ, to deliver his true believers, the true Christians of the Holy Bible. Christian just means a follower of Christ. We are Israelites. The Most High God will deliver his elect via the chariots of the Most High God. Thus saith the Holy Bible. He's going to throw down and two-thirds of our people and your other nations, because he's coming to America, Babylon the Great first to destroy two-thirds of our people and you goddamn heathens, you other nations, to cut you down with the lasers of the Most High God. Thus saith the Holy Bible. Acts 17 and 31, because he had appointed a day in which he will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he hath ordained, whereof he hath given assurance unto all men, and that he has raised him from the dead. The appointed day is Judgment Day, Armageddon, FEMA camps, Coast Guard troops covering the streets, famine, great death, a lack of water, a lack of bread. These are the things that are coming upon America, Babylon the Great. Two-thirds of our people have been deceived into following a lie. Pseudoscience, Nothing but bullshit. Bound to a rock, praying to a statue. This is what our people do. They're caught up in these churches worshiping the Virgin Mary. These are images that are forbidden in the Holy Bible. Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 12. To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith you may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing. Yet they would not hear. So 2/3 of our people will not hear. Two-thirds of our people will not hear, although you see these prophecies coming to pass before your very eyes. The book of Psalms, chapter 83, speaks about a conspiracy against our people to cut them off from coming back to their nationality. It speaks about the tabernacles of Edom, which is the sons of the so-called white man, the children of Esau. Genesis 25 says, he came out all red like a hairy garment. But our people are so stupid. They don't realize what's happening before their very eyes. It is the last of biblical prophecy coming to pass. So only a remnant will return unto the Most High God. Thus saith the Holy Bible. So you have a conspiracy. The tabernacles of the Ishmaelites, which are the Arabs, the so-called Chinese. The so-called Chinese, the Moabites, the Japanese, the Ammonites. These are all nations that have conspired against God's chosen people. You so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You have the tribes of the Hamites. These are what you call so-called Africans. They are not the same as our people. The so-called Negroes do not have the same genetic makeup.
Hey, all right. I'm getting out of the place, Patrick.
What's the issue?
You being loud out here talking.
Okay, there's traffic. It's loud out here with the traffic.
But this is my property.
Can you show me where that says that? I mean, there's people out here too. I mean, what do you?
It's my property. I own the place. It's my property.
You own the place. How do I know you're just not a random person walking up?
Because I'm not collecting rent from all my tenants and stuff like that, and